They have SBCs or gateways spread across all the branches worldwide, and they need to how to monitor it. This is a SaaS platform, which is a connectivity. Can they use the same platform just to monitor their hybrid entities? That's what we have done. So in a very simple way, they can add their existing hybrid entity, monitor the alarm them, SIM statistics, and so on.
Hey everybody, welcome to this product briefing. Been looking forward to this one. We're going to go through the AudioCodes live platform and quiz Benny and Ran a little bit on what it is, how it works, what the use cases are. Before we get started, Ran, Benny, maybe you could just introduce yourselves and give us a little bit of background about yourselves and your role.
So, Ron, you want to
start? Yeah. So, hi everybody. My name is Ran Inbar. I'm with AudioCodes for more than 20 years. I'm CTO for the unified communication line, focusing mainly on working with partners, cloud partners in the UC, CC space, and building a joint solution with them.
Perfect. My name is Benny Matityahu. I'm VP UCC at AudioCodes. Been with AudioCodes for more than 17 years now, at different roles. Today I'm really focusing on our go-to-market around UC and especially around Microsoft.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you taking the time. So AudioCodes obviously historically have been known for, great voice hardware, the SBCs, but in the last kind of, decade have expanded out to contact center, to devices, to everything around the Microsoft Teams ecosystem. And the live platform is very much kind of I think an encompassing of all the different things you can offer for Teams customers. So maybe, start with Benny. How do you explain the kind of live platform in summary for people?
So today we go with the live platform as a platform that delivers complete calling and contact center experience for Microsoft Teams. It's a platform that provides a range of services for the end customers around Teams. And you can derive all these services from one platform, one pane of glass for everything. And these services include, connectivity or UC enablement in general. It includes recording. It includes our contact center, meeting productivity solution, conversational AI solutions, and device as a service, all bundled as in one platform with a lot of capabilities that you can derive from it.
Awesome. And with the exception of devices as a service, obviously something physical to ship there. This is a cloud SaaS service, so it's a kind of subscription on demand type model.
Yes,
absolutely.
So with regard to devices, we need to. So there are two. When people call devices, we're speaking about meeting Teams devices, for example, like personal devices, phone, and MTRs. So in those devices, it's very important to supply full real-time monitor, provisioning, alarming. So those devices are automatically registered, are being subscribed, and the platform itself gives our partners even all kind of API tools to have advanced monitoring prediction status of those let's say meeting space devices. Using even Microsoft tools like Power Automate, you can actually build much more enhanced monitor services and connect it to your backend system.
That's awesome. And this is something that's quite unique to AudioCodes, is you have the biggest breadth of any vendor of certified solutions. So it's certified contact center, certified SBC, certified call recording, and obviously certified phones and room systems as well. Ran, you touched on something important there. Live is both for partners and distributors to resell to their customers, and it's for end customers potentially to come direct. Is that correct?
Correct. I mean, the way that we build the platform, and again, we start a long time ago when we want to enhance or to simplify the direct routing onboarding. So that was the first, I would say, statement, and we build it in a way that it's a multi-tier and multi-provisioning system. So it can serve direct customers, and actually AudioCodes use the same platform to serve direct customer. Then we have channels, distributors, even MNOs or telcos, and each one of them can add customers, provision them, manage them, and offer them even what's important, self-service access where the local customer IT can do all kind of simple add, move, and change. And on top of that, what we added is the ability to do multi-branding. So any one of the layers can brand the access to his customer in his own branding.
Yeah, that's a really big deal for partners to be able to set it up in their own way, in their own branding. And also you touched on there,
Correct.
the ability to add value around it. So they could potentially be doing some pro services around the APIs or the Power Automate. They could add their own touches to add additional value there.
Yes, correct. Yeah. I mean, and then again, I think that the sky is the limit. I mean, we saw all kind of innovation coming from partners. Like partners customer want to get alert if phone are being logged out due to password expiration, so you can text message to the employees. So we have the alarms, and then with some simple Power Automate process, people are doing that, or there are different use cases which are very innovative. So partners are doing that. So it's professional services they add to their customer.
Yeah, if I may add, by the way, what's happening with and Ran started to describe that there's a lot of automation in the platform. So partners can actually do the setup and the provision of the users generally as they do in terms of how the customer feels that. But from the partner side, it's much more simplified. So there's a lot of tools and automation in the platform that makes everything simple for the partner. So it can do it with less of expertise and less of resources, while achieving the same benefit and shorter time. I mean, if you check, the onboarding time, for example, for Teams Phone, it's much shorter with live platform.
Again, you spoke about automation, Tom. So what we added is also a package of APIs that allow MNOs, telcos, channels to connect to their OSS, BSS, CRM to get leads. So they can literally do full automation, and they don't need to go to the GUI itself. So it's simpler the entire onboarding and customer provisioning.
So a great fit for those telcos. Now we're up to 97 operator connect providers. If you want to add additional value to your customers, but you're maybe not going to get deep into recording or contact center, you can offer this as a service through live platform.
Correct.
That's awesome. And how does it work? Like, say I'm a customer or a partner, like you've got a full stack there, but can I mix and match if I've got I just starting with a recording opportunity, or I just need contact center seats, or do I have to buy the stack? How does that work?
No. So you can mix and match. I mean, it's not that you must have connectivity. In fact, we have even such use case. So I assume that I'm doing I'm an AV partner. I just want to add to sell monitor services to the meeting room. So you can actually sell only this service, or this just compliance recording, or just maybe FMC solution, or as I said, device manager. I don't have to buy the full stack. It's depend on the agreement or pay, or you can actually, as you add more services, this is how we will invoice, but you don't have to buy the full stack.
Awesome. So you can onboard for just one piece of the puzzle, but then you've onboarded AudioCodes as a platform and as a vendor, and that gives you the flexibility then to be, now we've got some recording requirement, or now we've got some extra voice requirements. We've already onboarded the platform. We've already onboarded you as a supplier. It makes it easier to flex the project then.
Correct. Yeah. That's exactly.
Yeah, one of the advantages, by the way, if you're a partner, is that by adding those services one by the other on top, instead of, if you're just doing, for example, Teams Phone and using the connectivity piece, you do, let's say, X amount. If you add, also contact center, recording, devices, conversational AI, you can get, X6, X7 times the baseline of the connectivity piece.
So, Benny, that's a really good point, right? Partners are looking for opportunities to make more margin. So, particularly minutes now, the margin is not what it was, right? So I feel certainly when I talk to partners and telcos, I feel like you've got to be offering a stack of services. You've got to look at opportunities for additional wrap there. So this is quite an easy way for someone to jump on that journey, as opposed to potentially picking a different recording solution, a different contact center solution, a different reporting solution. They can kind of bring that together.
Correct. And we see it all the time. Obviously, as you said, the margin are very, very low on the minutes, and then adding more added value, which you can generate revenue with it, or give better services or complete services. That's what we're looking. So we are not just also adding more services, that you see more services are being offered from the platform, more even advanced. And that's what I like, where the direction is going is AI-based services, or the ability to serve with AI and give very quick root cause analysis and prediction and more advanced analytics and reporting. So that's also things that are being added, and you see it very soon. And those services, also services that you can actually, charge and invoice or create more, add-on services to your end customers.
Yeah, and new reasons to engage with your customers as well. Like customers don't tend to do everything at once. Sometimes they do, and that's great. But usually it's a journey, right? So they'll get the foundations of voice in, then they look at recording because of compliance, then they look at contact center. So you can kind of take them on a staged journey with the same platform potentially.
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would add to that that the important part from a partner perspective, you don't have to install a new application. You don't have to run. It's there. It's running. It's on the cloud. So you just enable that. You enable that, and then the customer starts using and consuming that. And that's the real advantage. So from a partner perspective, once I set the customer on a platform, I can turn on and off those services per the customer needs. I get more margin and more revenue, and the customer also enjoy from a very, seamless experience with getting those services.
Awesome. So I'm going to ask the opposite question now. So I'm a customer or a partner. I love live platform. I'm doing contact center. I'm doing voice, but I want to do devices with somebody else or recording with somebody else. Because I'm on live platform, do I have to use everything in your stack, or can I mix and match in third parties if I wanted to?
So if you, for example, you can, the answer is yes, but for example, if you decide to take a compliance recording for somebody else, I think it's parallel. We don't interfere, and you can definitely go and take a contact center or compliance recording from a different vendor. We have even the opposite use case where we have a big enterprise, which both numbers who operate a connect from one of the telcos that's not using AudioCodes, but now they're looking for a day two user management services, how to assign very quickly the numbers and the policy. And they're taking our user management part, run it on top of their current OC tenant. So it's the same thing, right? So so if a customer would wish to take another service from a different vendor, there is no limitation here.
That's good to know. I'm sure you would make the case for why your scenario might fit the bill
Yes.
there, but it's good to know that the customer has the option there. There's some particular use case. It's not because they've bought partially the stack that they can't then plug in their own certified contact center or recording if they wanted to. It wouldn't block in any way. And again, from a partner point of view, I'm sure you'd love them to be AudioCodes for everything all the time, but they might have other relationships where they want to plug in their favored thing for a particular use case. The customer and the partner are not locked into only using those options.
That's correct. Definitely when we have cases where we are being requested to send all kind of analytics or CDRs to whatever the customer has as his BI reports or billing system or billing service. That's fine. We have the ability to connect to our API to other, even to other vendors, and supply the metrics.
That's awesome. So what does onboarding look like in terms of both kind of technical and commercial? So let's go technical first. This is a cloud platform. Is it self-service? Does the partner manage it? Does AudioCodes need to get involved from a kind of clicking buttons point of view? Is it fully self-service? Where does that sit?
So it depends. When you say onboarding, I assume that you're speaking about end customer, right? Not about the telco itself.
Correct. Yeah. So let's assume the telco's onboarded, and this is the end customer experience. Okay.
So in end customer, if you take in Operator Connect, it's everything almost. It's fully automated. The API to the telco's OSS. When you push the number, all the information into our backend, everything is uploaded, and then we offer him a day 2 option. So he can even automatically provision all the users to the right policy and enable them to enterprise voice, and they can start make calls. On direct routing, basically the channel or the distributor or the operator can run the wizard with the customer after the consent, and a couple of clicks on the wizard, and the customer is already onboarded. And then the customer has
in
a
those
self-service.
Scenarios, who's bringing the PSTN connectivity in those scenarios? Is that you? Is that the partner? How's that piece work for the OC and DR?
It's very interesting question. You know, that this you know that today the minutes or the telco I think market is very, very interesting. So we have cases where the telcos, obviously telcos sell the service, and they bring in either the peering trunk or the private trunk. We have integrators that will either resell the telcos PSTN lines, and we have also case where it's bring your own trunk, and that's very, very common. Obviously, this to support bring your own trunk, you have need to have very, very rich wizard and GUI to match all the different possibility of connectivity. But that's so channels will sell to a customer. We might bring his trunk or his PBX connectivity, and that's another option.
And that could be part of a migration journey for a partner to a customer. Is we'll bring your existing trunks in today, and then we'll slowly migrate them over to the preferred service.
Correct. That's exactly correct. And we also, one of the services that we bring also is the option we can help you with the number portability process. Sometimes in some countries, the number portability is very, very, I would think, complex process, involves a lot of paperwork. So we have also a way to do that with and help them or support them in this case.
Nice. And in things like contact center and recording, is there again like how much hands-on is there for the partner and AudioCodes versus the customer?
So in compliance recording, today what we have done is versus the old state. It's basically the partner can go and with few clicks to the customer. Once the customer is in, it's literally few clicks with some consent by the customer to let the bot go inside to his network and so on. Once the customer is onboarded, the only thing the customer needs is has to go to his admin section and just set up his recording policy, who is the target to be recorded, and that's all. I mean there's no lot of it's very easy on board today in compliance recording. In the contact center, obviously there is some. To onboard somebody, the onboarding phase is very, very simple. Afterwards, obviously there is PS section where you have to sit with the customer, define the queue, define the skill, define the users, and do all the I would say the script and language understanding and so on. And that's obviously something that the partner can put here a lot of professional services and bring more added value in this case. And the contact center application also a very, I would say, low code, no code section where the end customer afterwards can very easy by himself with drag and drop can change script, change the setting, change modeling and the queue setting or skill base and all the policy himself.
Yeah, if I may add, we have a growing library of tools for partners. So there's our training tools and videos that partner can use and actually understand how they do operation, provide something to their end customer if this is something that the customer can do. So this is we are now investing a lot in growing this library and building a full set for partners that they can actually understand and go by themselves to the customer and perform everything A to Z.
Yeah, that's great, because that's obviously it's part of this story is enabling the partner from a technical standpoint, but I would argue an equal part of this is enabling them to understand the services and sell them through right to their customers. That's really useful. That's great. And what about then commercials? So that's like everybody wants to know how much, how's it work? I'm guessing with a platform like this, there are differences between voice and contact center and device as a service. Is that right? How's it work?
So You're right. I mean, obviously, today we move to a service centric. So an end customer we can attach different service to an end customer, which means a partner channels can sell different services to different customers, and each service is being metered and invoiced based on different criteria. So all the UCaaS connectivity are based on seat, on managed users. The CX connectivity is most of the time is basically invoiced by max concurrent call or minutes. And then we have the smart app or the compliance recording, which is based on users. In the user section, we have multiple even level. I mean, the user which doesn't need a lot of, I would say, repository and storage for recording, user who actually has a lot of recording. So it's a super user, premium users, and so on. And then on the contact center, the VOCA, we actually charge agent-based or port-based. So each one of the service has different metered, I would say, criteria.
Great. So, and again, partners can make margin on all those different opportunities depending on what the model is.
That's correct. And I would add also that we are very soon, towards the end of this quarter, we are launching actually a specific partner program for this for the live platform, and I think that the partners will see there a lot of unique opportunities and incentives for them to be very successful with this platform. Of course, I cannot disclose at this point, but that is coming soon.
Now that's a good little teaser for the partners to watch out for those opportunities then. So I guess as we wrap up, guys, one other thing would be, have you got any examples of either kind of customers or partners that they've seen success with this, and how's that worked out for them?
So yeah, I mean, again, without saying the naming, we saw like big telcos that started with this platform to drive direct routing as a service. They like the fact that it's simplified onboarding. It's like few minutes, the customer, it's fully automated. They can start to make revenue because customers start to make calls, and the entire provision day two is very easy. Then they added like the operator connect from the same platform, and the same one actually just recently added VOCA, which is a contact center and compliance recording. And I think the next one is that they want to do the meeting inside service as well. And so we see that. We actually see, and I like that a lot of, small carriers that like local region carriers that use this platform to really deliver very easily service to small, medium business. So it's actually low down the, I would say, the provision cost or the onboarding cost, and so they very easily can bring more and more customers.
And this is the nice thing about being a platform, is the biggest telcos in the world you work with and the smallest get the same platform, same opportunity, same quality of service. It's a real equalizer, this kind of SaaS cloud world.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
That's great. Benny, anything else from a kind of your standpoint you want people to know about Live Cloud or they should think about?
Yeah, I think that for us, it's very important that people understand, especially partners, that there's a big opportunity for them. Ran mentioned, that we do have, successful partners on the platform. We did do press releases with Colt and with TaTa Communications around them being used in the platform. And
some pretty big names there.
that's it. And we see also the usage growing. I mean, one can tell we see the usage kind of ramping on the platform very nicely. So I think the opportunity is there, the value is there. We really are stressing that value now to our partner, the fact that they can launch all of these services, get more margin, get more revenue, and actually, acquire more customers and provide them, better benefit and better experience. So this is something that we are really pushing on these days, and hope that on our next call we can actually share even more of our successful cases here.
What I like by working with channels, because they bring all kind of challenge question that come from real life, right? So you have the challenge always to to find solution or really meet their needs. So one of the I think the example I like is when we started to work with the channels. I mean, the first request was, you know what, we have customers that long time our customers, and they have, let's say, few thousand ATAs. They have SBCs or gateways spread across all the branches worldwide, and they need to how to monitor it. This is a SaaS platform, which is a connectivity. Can they use the same platform just to monitor their hybrid entities? That's what we have done. So in a very simple way, they can add their existing hybrid entity, monitor the alarm, them SIM statistics, and so on. And so everything from the same, I would say, portal or same panel. So they like it. That's kind of request request coming from channels and partners.
So what I hear there, Ran, is if you're a partner out there and you've got some challenging conversations or challenging opportunities, come and talk to you about how we can fix it.
Yes,
that's nice.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Oh, thanks guys so much for explaining all that. I appreciate you kind of giving us the full rundown. If people want to find out more about AudioCodes live platform, what's the best thing to do?
It's very easy. Just go to AudioCodes, audiocodes.com. You'll find their AudioCodes live platform on the SaaS. You can go and learn about the services, about the options, and of course we are here to help you. So certainly feel free to contact Ran and myself, or our team that is spread out in all countries.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tom.